All right, welcome back to our unscripted version of this program. Jenna, you look glowy.
Thank you. I got that new ring light that I think the Kardashians use.
By the way, the ring light is all the rage.
You have it too, right?
It's literally just a ring. It's a round that you put your phone in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
We got them on Amazon, apparently.
It's great.
Doesn't it? You look very glowy and, I don't know, dewy.
I'm afraid it's going to actually magnify where I make mistakes in the makeup. And in fact, I'm like, maybe I should have paid a little more attention this morning.
You look really good.
You know,
really
it's
good.
so funny because all of those things that you're used to people telling you, for example, every morning before the show, you'd be like, you have lipstick on your teeth.
Yes.
There's nobody to say that. So now, like on Twitter, people are like, Jenna, you have lipstick on your teeth. Or like your tulips behind you are dead. And I turned around and I was like, they sure
They're
are.
right.
They sure
One
are.
guy keeps tweeting me. I'm just going to show you what he tweets me over and over. Close your closet door.
It's just all the stuff that
So
maybe a real human would say to you.
Yes.
And I think it's all out of kindness, you know?
Right, sure.
Like he probably just is like, you know,
He's
you might
like, maybe you don't know it's open. I know.
but you do.
Okay.
All right. So there is this thing that's going on, virtual babysitting.
Okay. What? Isn't that what Zoom school is?
Yeah, exactly. So there's an article in Forbes that said that there are people that are hiring babysitters to babysit their kids over the internet.
Okay. First of all, that's totally crazy and weird, I think. But apparently the demand is spiking because, look, here's the truth of it. Everybody needs a break. Mm-hmm. And there's not any breaks.
Mila is taking guitar lessons.
What?
Via the my computer. She'll take my computer up. It's the person that she used to take, you know, I know her. And Mila they're going to do their whole recital on the internet.
Wait a minute. So she does a one-on-one lesson with the guitar?
She does a one-on-one lesson. So, I mean, that's kind of babysitting.
By the way, that's brilliant.
So it's pretty good.
That's a great idea.
It's not that much different than Zoom school, but I wonder, like, when you need an hour and either like last night I was desperate. I needed to cook dinner.
Yeah.
So I just let the kids go play now outdoors, which I let them be alone.
You do?
Yes. Well, I'm going back to the laissez-faire parent, not Hal. Hal's a baby. Right. He's sitting in the kitchen with me. But Mila and Puppy are 7 and almost 5. And I let them go play in the backyard. And they'll believe me, they come to me.
Yes. And by the way, we used to play in the backyard. Remember?
I know.
Playing in the backyard is okay.
What about you?
There's a guy named Ryan who does a music class that he does it. It's interactive, but we just keep replaying the same one again. He's like, Happy Friday. She's like, Mom, is it Friday? I'm like, yes, even though it's Tuesday. But it doesn't matter. And it's like 30 minutes of them jumping and dancing and shaking shakers and stuff. So that's 30 minutes of that. So I think it's good.
Should we get to some viewer questions?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just pull them up right here. Here we go. Lisa wanted to ask, what was your first job after college?
Oh, after college. My first job after college was I worked in this small television station, WXVT, News Center 15 in Greenville, Mississippi. Okay.
Did you always know you wanted to do this?
I kind of did, but but that job didn't come easy. That job came after like 27, I counted rejection. So that was the one guy who hired me. What was your first job?
I was a teacher. I taught third grade. I also worked for my dad's campaign, which was, I just toured around and talked about how much I loved it.
But that was were you always comfortable doing that, by the way, being in front of people?
No.
Oh.
Are you kidding? I just had a dream when I was a senior in college that he lost. And I thought, he's done everything for Barbara and me. We have to offer to help him. And I called my sister and she said, absolutely. And listen, like, we weren't speaking policy. We were just talking about the type of dad he was. And I wouldn't, even though I'm, not even that active in politics, I would never take those months back because I got to travel around the country and meet so many people and I got to be with him.
Okay, that's the perfect place to end this entire discussion. I love that. Okay, we'll be back after
Bye.
this.
See you in a little.
Okay.